Welcome to Knowledge Chat channel. Today in this video we will be discussing about secondary goals in recommender systems. In previous videos we have discussed some introduction part of recommender systems, and we have decided that we will be posting videos on recommender systems as a series of lecture videos. So in this regard, in the forthcoming videos we will be discussing about what are the secondary goals in recommender systems. So the overall content what we are going to discuss in this video is about the secondary goals. So in previous videos, if you have not watched, you can just go through the previous videos where we have discussed about the primary goals. But now in this video we will be discussing only about the secondary goals of the recommender system, which is a very important topic for the recommender systems. Yes, you all know that recommender systems is used in almost all the web applications, in almost all the MNC companies. So AI has a major part to play in recommender systems. So recommender systems is a very critical topic for any artificial intelligence engineer, AI engineer. So in this regard we are discussing about the various topics, and today in this video we will be discussing about the secondary goals in recommender systems. The secondary goals in recommender systems are nothing but there are four secondary goals. The first one is relevance. The second one is novelty. The third one is serendipity. And the fourth one is diversity. So these are the four different secondary goals of the recommender systems. So let's learn one by one what it means. So what do you mean by relevance? A relevance is nothing but it is a goal of the recommender system actually the recommender system has to recommend an item that is more relevant to the user. Is it right? Only if that particular item recommended is more relevant to that particular user, then the goal of the recommender system is achieved. So in this regard, the relevance plays a very vital role. So relevance is a very important parameter in the recommender system subject. What about the second one? The second one is novelty. What do you mean by novelty? See, recommender system, it always recommends the items that something the user has not seen in the past. If the user has not seen in the past, that is called as novelty. If the recommender system recommends an item that the user has not seen that in past, is called as novelty. Is it okay? So this is what we have discussed, and the remaining two is nothing but serendipity and diversity. So what do you mean by serendipity? See, for example, if the item recommended are unexpected and also surprising to the user, then that particular characteristic is called as a that particular goal is called as a serendipity. I will just repeat. If the item recommended are unexpected and surprising to the user, unexpected and surprising to the user, then that particular goal is called as a serendipity. Then the last goal, that is diversity. So what do you mean by diversity? See, for example, the recommended list, if it contains the items of different types, okay, it should be a different types, because only then it will ensure that the user will not get bored by seeing the repeated items of the recommended systems, or similar items every time. If he watches, he will get bored. So in order to avoid that, the recommender system should always recommend a list that contains the items of different types. That is called as diversity. So hope you have come to the end of the session. Okay, hope you are clear with the secondary goals of recommender system. Anyway, in the forthcoming videos, we will be discussing in detail about the above secondary goals, and then we will be entering into the subject. Is it clear? So these secondary goals are very important for a recommender system subjects. Okay, so the main secondary goals are nothing but relevance, novelty, serendipity, and finally the diversity. So hope you are all clear with the definitions of all the 4 secondary goals of the recommender system. I just want to say, or I just want to close this with this final slide, why these recommender systems are needed. Anyway, this is a very important topic which you want to understand. Why this recommender system is needed? Because nowadays we have information overload. What is it, information overload? See, earlier in 1990s and 2000, the information available in the internet is very, very less when compared to what we have now. The internet has grown 1,000 or 10,000 times than it was in 2000. Is that right? Because everything is there in internet. So information overload is there. So this recommender system plays a very vital role in filtering the useful information that is required by the user. Okay, what the user needs, this recommender system will always understand what the user needs and brings the useful information in front. That is a very important thing which is needed. Otherwise it is very difficult to filter. Okay, so the information overload is the main thing which made this recommender system into different applications. The second one is user experience. See, for example, this recommender system will always understand the user needs. What this particular user, what is the characteristics of this particular user, what he will like, what he will dislike, all those things it will understand. And then it will give, it will recommend the items that will be liked by that particular user. Third one is business growth. See, you all know nowadays only if you recommend the good products, everybody will buy. There are n number of products. It doesn't mean that everybody likes every product. There are different products which are liked by some people and disliked by other set of people. So this recommender system will identify the products or items that is very useful for a user, and this helps in business growth. See, the main application is like it is used in Amazon, Netflix, many other. Okay, I am just giving you a sample of example only, Amazon and Netflix, but it is used in almost all the MNC companies. There is no MNC company nowadays without using this recommender system concepts. Whichever is implementing the artificial intelligence concepts, they have to understand this recommender system and they have to implement it. Okay. So with this, I come to the conclusion of this video. I am really very thankful If you really like this video, please give a thumbs up, and as well any doubts you have, just give in comment section, and if possible I will just answer it. And if you find that this particular video is useful to someone, please share it. If you do like the videos which I post in this channel, the series of videos which I post in this channel will be useful, and please subscribe to my channel and by giving the support. So thank you. See you in the next video.